the next by tortuous roads that followed the traces of ancient paths that came before them. A few miles south of Stroven lay Carrick, and not far west of that Muirton, and a little southwest of that Cumnor. Then, a little southeast, in a valley, Patna, and on, Rossmark, Lannick, Taymire, Gatbridge, town after town, each one with grey buildings and low hills. There weren't many trees. The thick forests that used to grow here were cut down and dragged thousands of feet below the earth to hold up tunnels in the coal mines. The coal was all that was left of even more ancient forests. Most of the mines are closed now, but at one time they bulged at the edge of every little town, like a tumour. There would be a scattering of grimy sheds and smouldering slag heaps. The mine elevators looked like Ferris wheels and rose higher than the town halls or the church steeples. These elevators plunged the miners deep into the earth, or whisked them back up into the daylight. A grey daylight under grey skies. Grey skies and biting winds were the rule among these hills. But on the day of my birth, the last day of June, the skies weren't grey and the wind didn't whine across the moors. All that spring in the uplands the weather had been unusual. In April the days were warm, by May hot. No one could remember such a sunny June. I was born near midday, and the birth, though it was a month premature, could be called successful in the sense that I was successfully born in the front bedroom upstairs in the big house. The large raw hand of midwife Findlay snapped against my buttocks, and I howled as I was supposed to. But my passage through the narrow birth canal had been a rough one, for I didn't make the journey alone. I came with a sister. We exited together, head first, though my head was slightly in the lead, making me the elder by a few inches. Our arms and legs were tangled together. In fact, our bodies must have been so close together for so long in the womb that each of us had made an imprint on the other. Midwife Findlay had to prise us apart. "They're stuck together like a package of sausages," she said. A dark purple stain in the shape of a triangle marked the upper body area, from nipple to belly button, of both me and my sister. The shape looked vaguely like a dog's head, or maybe some kind of rodent. The purple stain stayed with me all my life. It wasn't that Stroven didn't have a doctor. His name was Dr. Giffen. But births were reserved to the midwife. So midwife Findlay had come across her fair share of strange births in the uplands, mainly babies with extra limbs or not enough of them. The very night before my birth, she'd delivered a boy without any skin for the McCabe's, who already had 10 children. The boy was fortunate enough to die quickly, all the blood seeping out of him on contact with the air. Midwife Findlay was relieved that today's tangle of limbs wasn't some monster, but 2 normal children. She'd separated them, slapped them, they'd issued the desired howl. All was well. All through the final hours of the labour, an unlit cigarette dangled from her lips. Now, after the births of me and my sister, midwife Findlay lit it and looked her patient over. The midwife was relieved, and she knew her relief must be nothing next to how my mother must feel after a labour that had lasted almost 24 hours. Childbirth, to midwife Findlay, was the ultimate torture, the slow splitting in half of the body. Yet this young woman had neither howled nor whimpered. She lay now on the bed in the big upstairs bedroom, silent and pale. My mother, Sarah Halfnight. She was almost as much a newcomer to Stroven as I was to this world. I received my name the following week, on the first Saturday morning in July. A hot morning. In weather like this, when the sky was clear and blue, the granite walls and slate roofs of Stroven, which were perfect camouflage under normal conditions, looked out of place, as though a black and white set had found it.